Hello everyone, before I start, I just want to wish everyone a Happy New Year, and I hope your 2026 is off to a good start, and I hope you had a good New Year's celebration. And this is my first book review of the new year, and I'm really excited about that. So, on with the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book George V, Never a Dull Moment by Jane Ridley. And it's really funny that this is called Never a Dull Moment when this book is really, really boring. As a person, George V wasn't, he didn't do a lot in his personal life. He wasn't wild and crazy, a playboy like his father. He mainly shot a bunch of birds and, put stamps in his stamp book collection. And it mainly talks about, his life, but also I think this book should have been entitled George and Mary because it talks a lot about Queen Mary, his wife, as well. And I'm going to start off with some of the positive things that I found out about the book. I loved that he had a great relationship with a lot of his women folk. He loved his mother. He was kind of I don't know if you'd call him a mama's boy. Not as bad as other people, but he did listen to his mother. He did write to his mother, and it was really weird affectionate. But he loved his wife. He declared that he is interested in no wife but his own, because that's a jab at his father, who had several mistresses, including married women. And he loved his wife, even though he wasn't the best at communicating his affection. And he loved his daughter-in-law, the wife of King George VI. It said that she was the only one that could be late, because he was really a stickler on being late, on being punctual. But she would end up late, and he would say something to the effect of, "Oh, I guess the clock's fast. We just started. You're here, darling. I guess we started right on time." And then he loved his grandchildren. He wrote in his diary, I guess they were staying for a visit, and he wrote that he was just sad that they had to leave. And so that's really kind of cool to know that. And he loved his daughter too. He was harder on his sons, but he was a lot more lenient with his daughter, Mary. But other than that, this book was boring. It didn't need to be 22 hours long. And which is really disappointing to me because I loved her book on Edward VII. I really enjoyed that one, but this one wasn't the best. It it could have been a lot better. It could have been trimmed down. You could have called it George V and Queen Mary or something. But other than that, other than I loved hearing about his relationship with his womenfolk, he it was boring. So I'm sorry if this is kind of a downer. I was looking forward to reading this book. I got it because it was cheap. I paid for it. I got it because it was cheap. There was a sale going on, and I had it on my list for a while, but I was kind of disappointed in this book. I don't know if I'm gonna revisit it again, because there's some books that I revisit again when I'm sleeping. I listen to audiobooks while I sleep, but it's kind of boring. It might put me to sleep, but it's not one that I don't know if I would listen to it again. But other than that, I'm sorry this is such a downer. I might have to upload a new video soon to get rid of the negativity. But I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.